Hey, Asmaster here, and today it's Firestarter. Now, so I was going to review this yesterday, but I was celebrating something. But anyway, at least I'm not a week late. Anyway, so Firestarter. Now, this is an Australian documentary film, and it's kind of hard to give a review for this. I'm giving this more of as an analysis. So, what is it all about? So this is about the very first, pretty much the most successful Aboriginal dance group here in Australia, and basically goes through all their history, their best performances, and most importantly, their founders, which are a trio of brothers. Now, this may not seem like something most people from around the world would get, but for Australians it's worth looking into. I mean, we know, most Australians know of the Page brothers and Deborah Brown and all that. But yeah, so it goes into their history, it goes into their early performances, where the brothers grew up in, and talks a bit about their performance for the Sydney 2000 opening ceremony for the Olympics, as well as the deaths of two of the brothers. So that's basically what it is. And so basically, what do I think of it? Well, here's the thing. I did Aboriginal studies back in high school. So I've got a real fascination when it comes to Aboriginal culture. Now, I never did much on Aboriginal music, but I've always liked their take. I've always had a bit of fascination in it. Now, I didn't know about whether this was going to be a documentary or going into it, but so it was kind of a pleasant surprise to see it. And you know what? It does really well. In fact, it explains very well why these brothers did the style that they did and how they integrated Aboriginal culture into their dance and made it successful. And you know how so many people got on board with this, as well as all their fellows. All the people they've met along the way. It's really interesting. It's nice. And you have a few archive footage and archive recordings of people who are no longer there and all that, which helps. So yeah. And when you see footage of the actual performances, you'll be surprised just how good they look. I mean, the performance, I've not seen in full the Sydney 2000 performance that these people did, but from what the highlights I've seen, it's absolutely unbelievable. And I would recommend you take a look at it. In fact, I'm going to take a look at it eventually soon, the full thing. And I mean, sometimes, and here's the thing, when you see these performances and you hear that they didn't really get weren't as successful as what you may think they were. Like, they didn't get that much good scores in the creeks. You're like, why? And I think it's more just a look on hindsight on how people back then thought of things compared to people now. So there's a bit of that in it. So, I mean, as a critic of I've never judged a play and all that, but from what or performance, but if I did, I would probably rank those as a fresh critic going into them. I would probably give them good reviews, even though I may not understand the culture they're trying to represent. Because every Aboriginal tribe has their own different culture and own beliefs. I mean, yeah, they're somewhat similar. I mean, there are a few similarities in all of them. I mean, they all believe in the daytime, and in the dream time and all that, and a few beliefs like the rainbow serpent and stuff like that. But it's interesting to see which culture they focus on, because it's not just the culture of the brothers. Some of the cultures also integrate from other people. So yeah, it's interesting to look into. In total, this is a great documentary film, and I think I think it may even be better than Brock Over the Top, which I reviewed last year. Now, this isn't a review again. This is an analysis. But I will say this: if it was for a score for this, I would give it a 9 out of 10 has stars. This is a really good thing. I really hope that. I mean, we are starting to get more big name releases coming to theaters now. I mean, Raya and the Last Dragon's coming out this week, and something else is as well. I forget what it was, but I know it was something. But anyway, it's good to see. I recommend any Australians to take a look at this, and because we didn't see that much Australian films. I said that again. I said that before with Penguin Bloom. But in total, yeah, this is a great documentary, and well worth your time to take a look at. But and see it before you start seeing the big name releases. Speaking of big name releases, well, in terms of what is coming out, Raya and the Last Dragon would be something I probably would review next. I just don't know when I'll get to see it. But hopefully I will at some point. Maybe. But I will see it. But I will review something that's going to get released this month in March. But in the meantime, that's the end of this video, of this review, or analysis I should say. As to what's next, this is going to get interesting. I do have a big project, which could potentially be released either on Sunday or Monday. It just depends on whether I can get it done, because I'm actually going away for a few days. I'm going on a bit of a holiday. Keep it safe from COVID. No worry, I'll be fine. But regardless, if I can get it done before Sunday, I'll upload it. As I said, either Sunday or Monday, I'll try and upload it. But other than that, maybe I might do some look backs on stuff I've already done. Got a few games I haven't touched in a long time, and I might want to give a look at again now that everything's pretty much released. In fact, I might actually do that. I might actually do that for the Mortal Kombat 11. But in the meantime, I'll see you for my next video. But in the meantime, Hasman's Juice is out, and I'll see you then. Ciao.